Hey, 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 Pajama Gramma, Horne-Ellstrom here with your chronic painkillers prescription. Today is all about procedures. Chronic pain patients, like me and you, always are going through different procedures and processes. And in this instance, I'm talking about medical tests through your doctor, through your naturopathic healer, specialist, whatever. I'm talking about procedures, tests, physical therapy, surgeries, anything that we need to go through to help us alleviate the symptoms or the root cause of our chronic pain, I consider a procedure. And one thing I've noticed about myself, and with a lot of other people too, is the expectations I go into that, excuse my throat today, gang. I got shin splints and a froggy throat. Goodness gracious. See, we always have challenges, right? So procedures. The thing I noticed the most about different tests and different procedures was the attitude I went into that test with, the beliefs and the thoughts and the feelings I went into that test with always impacted the test. And I'm sure there's scientific studies that back this up with respect to like the placebo effect and anything else. But what I found is if I thought a test or a procedure or something would work for me, it usually worked for me and gave me some benefit. If I thought it wouldn't work for me or if I was scared about it, I seemed to get a very limited effect from it. And I might have the same exact test or procedure at different times, and I, over time, learned that if it worked or didn't work had a lot to do with me and what I was thinking going into it or what I was feeling going into it. For example, I used to get a lot of shots in my eyes. I have weird things that go on in my eyes. Most people get inflammation all over their body. I get it all over my body and in my eyes. And over the years, because I've been dealing with this since I was like 21, might have been a little younger, maybe 20, but and I'm 58, so that's been a long time. That's 37, 38 years I've been having challenges with my eyes. And part of the procedure and the treatment they would do is I would get cortisone shots into my eyeball. And I've had lots of them. I've lost count. I quit counting after like 21, 22, because who needs to count how many times you've got shots in your eyeballs? And I used to count them because it helped me deal with it, because it's not a fun procedure. But my whole point about that is sometimes the shots would work, and they would work right away. Other times, they wouldn't work, and I would have to go get them over and over again. And I don't remember what point it was and how many shots I'd have when I realized that how I felt about it and how I thought about it actually had a huge impact, and what my expectations were of that procedure had an impact on the outcome of whether it gave me pain relief and got rid of the inflammation or not. And now I can actually reduce the inflammation in my eyes without having to get the shot. I almost had to get one last year, but I fortunately didn't have to get it last year because I played, not games with myself, but I worked on myself to convince myself that I didn't need that particular procedure in order to get better. And my body and my eyes got better. It doesn't always work. I'll be honest. It doesn't always work. Sometimes we need a surgery. Sometimes we need a procedure. A lot of times we need tests to find out what's going on inside of us. But ultimately, it's up to us. And we have such an impact on what works and what doesn't work for us. You know, one of the things that I find fascinating is certain people will have very similar symptoms, and they'll get a procedure that works for other people, but all of a sudden it doesn't work for them. Well, what's the difference? I think it's us. Well, of course it's us, but is it us physically, or is it us physically and mentally believing that the procedure will work for us? I think of a procedure called radio frequency. Now, I've never had radio frequency, but many people that I know have had it, and I think it's interesting that they're severing your nerves. They're cutting your nerves like with a blowtorch. They're burning them off with a laser. So that should kill the pain that you experience in that area where the nerves are cut, at least for a short-term period. But it doesn't work for everybody. Well, how can that not work for everybody? It's like when somebody gets a limb amputated, but they still feel pain there. How can you still feel pain in a limb that's been amputated? And if you really feel that pain because in your mind makes it real, but how is that? It's us. It's our mind that makes it real. So the trick is to figure out how to believe that every procedure you go into is going to work for you. Everything that you do and try is going to work for you. It's going to have a positive impact and reduce your pain and help you get your life back. So next time you're heading into a procedure or a test or a surgery, visualize exactly what you want, a perfect outcome from that, and know that you'll get it. Visualize that over and over again. So that's my prescription for today. Next time you're going to get a procedure, see yourself and see it working out perfectly for you, because that will totally increase your chances of it working out perfectly for you. Because I think I said a few days ago, you get what you expect, and we do. So go out, make it an awesome day, and I will see you soon with another prescription. Bye.